I'm Nick Dawkins. I'm center for the Penn State football team.
I'm Tyler Elsdon, linebacker, and today we're going to be making honey garlic salmon.
Why are we picking honey garlic salmon? Why is this a selection?
Yeah, so salmon's one of my go-tos when I'm meal prepping for the week. It's high in protein, high in healthy fats. It helps prevent like injuries to the joints and has healthy omegas, which are great for concussion protocol. So it's just one of those things that as a football player, I think is really important. And I usually make a couple fillets at a time just to have it throughout the week. You just kind of throw it in the microwave and go from there. So this is a quick and easy one. It's kind of my go-to, and I've been doing it for a few years now.
When did you start meal prepping?
So when I was a freshman, I tried a few times in the dorm.
Okay.
It was difficult, but when we moved into Nittany apartments, kind of had some access to, just an oven and stuff like that for the first time. It was really kind of trial and error for a long time. Burn a lot of fish, burn a lot of food. Not metal detectors, but fire detectors going off quite often. But it's just kind of one of those things, the more you do it, the better you get.
Starting with salmon this time, what are some other things you like to mix in? I know you're big on your proteins, big on we call it PCC, protein, carbs, and color, your greens, your carbs, whatever proteins, carbs, and color do you like to mix in your meal prep?
Well, I mean, chicken's usually a go-to. Chicken's easy, but I'm honestly a big steak guy as well. We know that. We go to Roadhouse all the time.
Every Thursday.
Just trying to mix it up a little bit. I'm pretty plain. Once I got good at a few things, I kind of stuck with it. I think fish was probably the hardest one to master.
Really?
As time went on.
So you feel as though you mastered fish?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, usually if I'm cooking for somebody, I'm cooking fish.
Okay.
But maybe it's good just because I can usually cook it the way I want. But and a lot of times I kind of go off of my own like desires. I don't really follow.
Really?
Yeah, recipes and such. But so sometimes it's a little funky, but for the most part, it's pretty good.
And you say when you cook for other people, I mean, how often are you cooking for other people? Because I live with you and you've never once prepared a meal for me, so I'm trying to understand like when is this happening?
Well, I'll tell you what. I think last time I cooked for you was like actually 2 or 3 years ago, so maybe I'm lying about that.
And what we're doing, like bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs and cinnamon rolls. So we're gonna actually move to the stove and we're gonna start making a glaze. So we're gonna cook the salmon in a glaze. It's gonna be honey, garlic, stuff like that. Once that heats up, we'll transfer the salmon into there, and then from there, we'll move it to the oven.
Oh, sounds good to me. All right, so take me through this glaze, man. What are we putting in here?
Yeah, so we're gonna start with butter. This is always a good base for, honestly, any glaze. Just gonna throw the butter in the pan, mix some oil, some soy sauce. We'll get the garlic and honey going. This is where I usually don't measure too much. But today we're gonna measure. So
you're normally a risk taker. You're a guy who likes to roll the dice. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I do. I usually go off of smells and looks, but.
And I'm finding a common theme here with this glaze and the ingredients you're putting in. All seems to be from Wise Market Summit. Where's your favorite place to shop at for groceries? Yeah,
I always go to Wise. They have great prices. Everything that I do, cook-wise, they have for me. I never really struggle to find anything, and I've always had great experiences there with the staff and employees. So I honestly enjoy going.
And some might say that's where the best steak is at, man. When we go and we prepare our steak, I know you had to go in there, have some conversation with the people, especially in the deli and all that. Take me through, when you're growing up I know you didn't really have a Wise Market, so, coming to State College and being able to find, different grocery shops and find where you like to shop at. Why Wise? Why is that your favorite spot?
Yeah, like you said, like the people. I go in there and it's kind of like a step away from reality. It's great.
A step away from reality.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, food's one of my favorite things. Eating brings people together, but I never realized that shopping could also bring people together. And like you said, I enjoy going there. We go once or twice a week. Kind of make it a routine for me, but yeah, it's been awesome.
So I like to see that. You're right, garlic. That's one of them things where if you have too much garlic, people notice, but too little, you're probably all right. So I understand the conservative measure we're taking here.
What we're gonna do now, we're gonna do 2 at a time. We're gonna put the salmon into this glaze here, and then cook it.
Oh, the flip.
Actually, I want to get
both
skin
sides.
down, but
Yeah, now it's really marinating in there, man. Look at you. Accidental or maybe on purpose. Maybe you failed successfully here. So you would classify yourself as an outdoorsman?
Outdoorsman, for sure.
Really, not an indoorsman at all?
No, me and you are different.
Okay,
No,
so you're saying I am.
You're a homebody. You're a homebody.
So you're saying I am an indoorsman. So okay,
yeah,
that's fair to say. I would also say that if me and you were sent out to wilderness, given nothing but a bottle of water, wise markets, of course, and maybe some of this garlic, I'm probably coming out on top. I think I'm probably
coming out on top.
Yeah, most likely.
I don't know.
That's just. I mean, we can poll the people. You know, you can see what they say, but I think in the honest heart of hearts, you also know that this is true. But you know, I won't say too much on camera. Another 3 minutes with the salmon here. Then we're gonna take that. We got lemons over there too. What are we doing with these lemons?
So the lemons are gonna be used at the end, kind of like garnish. We'll put it on top. We'll sprinkle this glaze on top as well.
Okay, garnish.
We'll garnish.
Not a word I'm familiar with, man.
It's gotta be presentable.
Okay.
It's gotta be presentable.
Not
I'm the type
people.
of guy to get fast food and plate the fast food.
Oh,
That's
really? That's a move,
Yeah.
really.
You gotta plate the fast
Big
food.
presentation guy. Is that the case?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's actually looking really good. So when we put it in the oven, it's gonna be more like a broil. Kind
Okay.
of want to get the top nice and brown.
Okay, nice and brown, nice and
And
crispy.
the honey will get a
That's
little
it.
sticky too, which is nice. Okay, yeah. So now we're gonna move this to the oven now. Give me a little time here. Now this is really nice. Just put it in. Some bun,
Wow.
just like that. Beautiful. So I just took these out of the oven. What I was really looking for with the broil was, again, I'm gonna use the word, a nice caramelization. It's really about color. You could cook it longer or less, just depending on what you want. But we're pretty much ready to taste it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab one of these lemons. As you can see, I garnish a little bit, make it a little pretty. I'm gonna squeeze the lemon juice on it, and me and Big Doc here are gonna try it.
That's a proper squeeze.
It is maybe too much, we'll see.
I never.
Which one do you wanna try?
I'm gonna try this left one here. I'm gonna take a piece of that one. You get the right one.
Let's see.
I'll tell you what. This may bring me back to fish, man. I took a siesta from fish, from seafood. This is inspiring me to come back, man. It's a dang good meal.
Yeah, I'm actually really proud of myself. I think a lot of it had to do with wise, I ain't gonna lie. Quality ingredients, and I really do amaze myself sometimes. This is a great dish.